All right, y'all, let's talk about it. Apple been down all year long. 10% on the year, $18 per share. It's been getting beat up all year. Bad news after bad news after bad news. So the question of the day is, should I or should you continue to invest in Apple, or is it time to call it a day? Let's talk about it. Yo, what's happening? It's your man OG Bo Beats TV. Coming to you today, another special video. What's good? What's happening YouTube? It's your man OG Bo Beats, and I'm back with another video for you today. So today I wanted to do an update on my Apple stock journey. I know I haven't talked about it in a while on the channel, but today we're going to talk about it. I'm going to give you an update of what I got going on and what's going on with the stock itself, and will I continue to buy even though it's getting beat up for the year. All right, so before we do that, please make sure, if you haven't already, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. This video may help somebody out. I'm no expert when it comes to the stock market. I'm a beginner, I'm a novice, but I've been doing my thing. And if you want to learn, I'm here to help, and we can learn together. With that being said, I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not telling you to buy, hold, or sell. I'm just showing you what I got going on with Apple. So boom, right out the back, as you can see on the screen, I'm showing you my position, full transparency. So as of today, I got 58 shares of Apple with an average cost of $167. Total return, at this point, I'm only up 0.66%. At one point, I was up 15-20%. But that's the way the stock market goes. All right. I started investing in Apple back in 2022. I started off with $5 a day. Then I increased it gradually over the years. 2022 was a rough year. Stock was down pretty much, but since I was dollar cost averaging, that kept my average cost low. 2023, the stock shot up, all-time highs, and it was great. All right, but here we are today in 2024, and Apple has been shaky all year long. So let's talk about it. All right, this is a snapshot I took of the Apple stock on TradingView. Got the day chart pulled up, and as you can see, Apple is trading well below the 200-day EMA on this chart right here. It closed red today, it closed red yesterday, Friday, it closed red Thursday. So it's been kind of on the down slope. A lot of bad news been coming out about it, which we're going to talk about in a second. All right, so right here you see Apple stock for today. This is on Robinhood. I got this snapshot when it was 168.37. This is a little bit after hours, but it was down 0.66 today for $1.12. And it's been on the downtrend, like I said. Here's the year-to-date snapshot. 10%, 18 bucks. It's been getting beat up. All type of bad news been coming out about Apple, and it's right at support level. So hopefully it doesn't go too further under the support level, but we'll see. All right, so with Apple getting beat up this year, I also have been doing a little bit investing in VTI. Can't go wrong with this right here. Total stock market ETF. So as you can see for VTI, it's up 9% for the year. So I've been dollar cost averaging in that. So I just want to say, whenever you do have a play, whatever you choose to invest in, whether it's Microsoft, Apple, Tesla, AMD, whatever it is, I always recommend having a foundational backup, an ETF, because as you can see right now, this ETF is doing pretty good for the year. I've also been investing in Spider, the S&P 500 ETF, and it's currently up almost 10% for the year as well. So I've been investing in those two. Although my Apple has been getting beat up, these two have been keeping me pretty much good for the year. All right, so let's jump right into it. Is Apple stock a buy amid all of these challenges? Well, one of the biggest things that happened so far this year is that Apple was basically sued by the United States Department of Justice for antitrust laws. All right, so they basically saying Apple is a monopoly when it comes to the apps, and they taking too much of the percentage, and they charging everybody all this extra crazy money. That's the lawsuit in a nutshell, and basically saying that Apple is a monopoly. So that definitely caused a lot of issues, although a lot of people came out, even some judges, and said Apple will probably win this case in the long run. All right, so back in 2023 in June, Apple hit a stock market cap of $3 trillion. All right, but now currently it's 2.62 trillion, and Microsoft surpassed Apple on the market cap valuation. So even that's starting to get kind of shaky. But again, we still top 5, I want to say for sure. Other issues with Apple include weak iPhone sales in China, legal problems over its App Store policies in Europe, and investors are also concerned about Apple's lacking a strategy for the AI field. So artificial intelligence is a big thing in the last year, 2 years, and Apple really hasn't done anything to show that it's staying on the code with everybody else with that. All right, some good news though. It's not all bad. All right, recently 2 businesses gave Apple's sales and profits a boost, and that would be their service and their wearables. So you know, Apple got all type of services that they provide: the App Store, Apple Care, iCloud, Apple Pay, Apple Music, Apple TV, all of that stuff, which most of that stuff I have. All right, and then of course this year they came out with the Apple Vision Pro. It was a big success at the beginning. A lot of people was talking good about it, but the problem with it is, at least for me, is that the product costs $3,500. If you don't know what Apple Vision Pro is, it's basically a virtual reality headset that Apple came out with. It looks fantastic, but for the $3,500 price point, not a lot of people are going to be able to afford that. So they need to kind of go back to the drawing board, if you ask me, figure out something that's a little bit more affordable, especially in these times with high inflation and all of the other issues that's going on in the country. All right, so Apple stock technical analysis. So last year, Apple was up 48%. It got up to 192, reached an all-time high of 199. And then as of today, as you can see, it's closed at about 168, 169. So it's just a lot going on with the stock. It's been getting beat up with a lot of bad news, a lot of bad press. So the question of the day that I started the video off with is Apple stock a buy? Will I continue to buy it? The answer is yes. All right. Although it's getting beat up and it's dropped below support, hopefully it maintains at this level around 169. But even if it doesn't, I'm going to keep buying. I'm going to buy more and more and more. All right. For me, it's about owning the stock. I'm not worried about the price because I don't plan on selling anytime soon. All right. So that's what you need to figure out, is what you plan on doing with your stock, with your portfolio. If you plan on selling anytime soon, trying to take profit, you might want to figure out something. But for me, I hope it drops. It could drop the rest of 2024 because I know at some point it's going to turn around. It's going to boom. It's going to get to a new all-time high. And when it does, I'm going to be sitting lovely. So for me, I'm going to continue to buy Apple. I think it's a great company. They got a lot of services. A lot of people use Apple, Mac, iPhone, Apple Care. You just name it. All right, AirPods, Apple Watch. So I think it's a good company. I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. So with that being said, I am going to continue to buy Apple, continue the dollar cost average. When I see fit, I'm going to drop a big load of money on it whenever I can, and we'll see what happens. But for now, 58 shares deep. It's your man Ochibo Beats. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'm out. Peace.